Hey everybody, Thomas here, and welcome back to SFF180. It is Monday, May the 7th. Time once again for the mailbag. Hope you guys have had a great week and a great weekend. Mine's been good. Weather's really nice. Got lots of reading done. Don't forget the 5K Q&A. Get your questions in. I am going to want to maybe do that video beginning of next week, if I can, because the 17th, which is 10 days from today, is when I leave for Pittsburgh for the Nebula conference. So would like to go ahead and get that video up before I leave for that. So lots coming up. It's fun times, good times. Apart from that, we have a hell of a week, a great week in the mailbag this week. Lots of packages, including a massive box from Tor.com Publishing. I weighed it. It was like 6 pounds. So you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that one first. See, here it is. Told you. I mean, it's a good one. So yeah, last week, Monster Baru was like the big exciting arrival, and now let's see what... It's rattling. Okay, that could be good or bad. Better open it before it explodes. Actually, I should probably not make explodey package jokes. Sorry. Okay, wow. Lots of stuff in here. Fun stuff. Even before we get to the books, let's start out with this little packet of candy corn. Not a fan of candy corn, but I think I know someone who is. Anyway, this is for Beneath the Sugar Sky by Shauna McGuire, which I reviewed some months ago. A little promotional item because it's set in Candyland. And so here's some candy for that. And then the rattly thing appeared to be just this tiny little button. And the most fun thing, though, is, look, it's a little foam hippo. Isn't he adorable? And if you hadn't guessed, this is probably, in fact, definitely, because it says so. It's a little tie-in promo for Sarah Gailey's American Hippo stories. Have a little hippo. Okay, so what did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I had a quick count, 11 titles in this box. I'm just going to go down the list. First off, this is an arc for The Expert System's Brother, new story by Adrian Tchaikovsky, author of Children of Time and many other excellent books. This comes out in July 17th. Says, after an unfortunate accident, Handry is forced to wander a world he doesn't understand, searching for meaning. He soon discovers that the life he thought he knew is far stranger than he could even possibly imagine. Can an unlikely savior provide the answers to the questions he barely comprehends? Okay, it's a mind-expanding science fantasia, they say. Okay, The Expert System's Brother on July 17th. And next up, this is pretty exciting. This is new from Brian McClellan, the author of the Powder Mage trilogy. This is a little novella called Warcry. And this one, it says, comes out August 28th. Join or die. The third option includes monsters. Tiato is a changer, a shape-shifting military asset trained to win wars. His platoon has been stationed in the Bavare's high plains for years, stranded. As they ration supplies and scan the airways for any news, their numbers dwindle. Tiato's not sure how much time they have left. Desperate and starving, armed with aging, faulty equipment, the team jumps at the chance for a risky resupply mission, even if it might mean not all of them come back. What they discover could change the course of the war. So, from flintlock fantasy to military SF, it seems. Brian McClellan's Warcry on August 28th. This is a new novella by an author named P. Diely Clark. New author, to me anyway. This is called The Black God's Drums. Look at that cover, Jesus. This comes out August the 21st. And let's see, it said, well, I'm going to have to read this one this way because the light's in my eyes. Creeper, a scrappy young teen, is done living on the streets of New Orleans and sets her sights on securing passage aboard the smuggler airship Midnight Robber. Her ticket earning Captain Anne-Marie's trust using a secret about a kidnapped Haitian scientist and a mysterious weapon he calls the Black God's Drums. But Creeper keeps another secret close to her heart. Oya, the African Orisha of the wind and storms, who speaks inside her head and grants her divine powers. And Oya has her own priorities concerning Creeper and Anne-Marie. Okay, well, there you have it. It looks and sounds amazing. Something a bit of a steampunk with fantasy involved. The Black God's Drums on August the 21st. Next up, this one is already out. This is Stone Mad by Elizabeth Bear, and it is a novella-sized sequel to Karen Memory, a steampunk novel. Came out about 4 years ago. Quick read up on this one. Anyway, it's out now. Karen Memory has more stories to tell. Karen is back with a tale about spiritualists, magicians, con men, and an angry lost Borglum, or Tommyknocker, a magical being who generally lives in the deep gold mines of Alaska, but has been kidnapped and brought to Rapid City. Karen and Priya are out for a night on the town, celebrating the purchase of their own little ranch and Karen's retirement from Madame Damnable's establishment, when they meet the Arcade Sisters, spiritualists who unexpectedly stir up the Tommyknocker hiding in the restaurant's basement. The ensuing show could bring down the house if Karen doesn't rush in to rescue everyone she can. So, Stone Mad by Elizabeth Bear is available now. This now is kind of exciting, even though I have already been sent Artificial Condition, which is the second Murderbot novel by Martha Wells, after All Systems Red. This one I do not yet have. This is Exit Strategy. This is the fourth and final one. Rogue Protocol is the third one, and he's already sent me that. I now have the entire Murderbot series. Holy shit. That's great. Now, the first one, All Systems Red, which is like big award nominee, it's BookTube SFF award nominee, I really like, although I would have to say that I like the character and the concept of Murderbot maybe a little bit better than the actual plot of All Systems Red, but All Systems Red ends in such a way that it sounds like Murderbot has a lot more exciting adventures ahead, and so I'm looking forward to them getting better. And now I can make like it's Netflix and binge the whole thing. This is great. But to Exit Strategy says it comes out in October. Doesn't have an actual date, just October. Oh look, Rogue Protocol was in the bottom of the box, so there it is again. All the Murderbot. Okay, next up, this is just as exciting. This is The Armored Saint in its finished copy form, which is out. It's a little hardcover. This is by Mike Cole, so it is his first work for Tor.com, and this is more military fantasy, I believe, yeah, from Mike, and they have also now sent me The Queen of Crows, which is the sequel to The Armored Saint, comes out in October. I already have the Arc of the Armored Saint, so now I have them both. But I'll go ahead and give you, once again, just a read up on this really quickly. In a world where any act of magic could open a portal to hell, the Order ensures that no wizard will live to summon devils, and will kill as many innocent people as it must to prevent that greater horror. After witnessing a horrendous slaughter, the village girl Heloise opposes the Order and risks bringing its wrath down on herself, her family, and her village. It's the Sacred Throne trilogy. Oh, it's his first epic fantasy series, which will enthrall readers. Follow Heloise from her humble beginnings to her world-shaping destiny in this story of religious tyrants, arcane war machines, and underground resistance. So, Armored Saint, available now, and Queen of Crows, available in October. Along with our little hippo friend here, we have American Hippo by Sarah Gailey. Now, what this is a bind-up edition that includes River of Teeth and Taste of Marrow, as well as 2 new short stories. And let's see, those are Worth Her Weight in Gold and 9.5. So 2 new short stories, along with the 2 original novellas, I guess, to bring you the complete American Hippo experience. This is an alternate history, hello Hippo, in which hippos, like our little fellow here, except larger, were imported into the United States. And so I guess we now have, hippo cowboys, as 'twere. And this is a finished copy, so if it's not available now, available very, very soon. And finally, this is the pièce de résistance in this box. This is Worlds Seen in Passing, and it's an arc for an anthology collecting, I guess, the best of the first 10 years of Tor.com short fiction. So, as most of you know, before they started the novella line, the Tor.com website was publishing original short stories, and still does to this day, right? Even though they're best known for their novella line. So this has, like, just everybody and their dog is in this. Charlie Jane Anders, Dale Bailey, Lee Bardugo, Kelly Barnhill, Marie Brennan, John Chu, let's see, Indra Das, A.M. Delmonico, Seth Dickinson, Ruth Anna Emrys, everybody. Yeah, Cameron Hurley, N.K. Jemisin, let's just, yeah. So, however, Yoon-Ha Lee, huge. Just about 560 pages, I would say, of, I guess, short stories and novelettes from the Tor.com website. And so it just says September, Worlds Seen in Passing. So there we have that. There's that box. Tor.com goodness, I want to thank you very much, Mordecai from Tor.com, for that incredible package. Looks like Tor.com is going to probably be dominating a lot of my summer reading. Right, Hippo? Yeah. Why don't you hang out with me and we'll go through the rest of the books together, because one should always have a tiny miniature hippo as one's assistant. All right, so next up we have just a white envelope. Could be another Tor package. So let's have a look. Okay, everyone, this is a book called Medusa Uploaded, and the author is Emily Davenport. This is a May release. This is a finished copy. It doesn't show an actual date. It just says May. Okay, fair enough, though. Let's see. The social oppression of Snowpiercer meets the serial-killing justice of Dexter on board a Generation starship in the gripping new science fiction adventure Medusa Uploaded. A Generation starship can hide many secrets when an executive clan suspects Oichi of insurgency and discreetly shoves her out of an airlock. One of those secrets finds and rescues her. Officially dead, Oichi begins to rebalance power one assassination at a time and uncovers the shocking truth behind the Generation starship and the executive clans. Okay, potentially very interesting. However, I will say in all honesty, full disclosure, Emily Davenport has been writing SF since the 90s, and has actually done so under 2 or 3 various pseudonyms. And I've read and reviewed some of her older books back on my old website. Really didn't like them at all. But those would be 20, 25-year-old books by now, so I'm hopeful that maybe she's grown as a writer, and I will like this one, because, of course, I do like the whole Generation starship concept. And this whole kind of Giger-inspired cover art is a little bit interesting to me as well. But anyway, Medusa Uploaded, available this month from Tor in trade paperback. And this one comes from Prometheus Books, so it is a Pyre title. All right, this is the arc for the newest Nebula Awards Showcase anthology that Pyre does every year. This is the 2018 edition. And the thing about this anthology series is that what it does is it includes both the shortlisted, the nominees in each of the fiction categories, as well as the winning stories, and it also includes excerpts from, I believe, the winning novel. I'll look at the contents page in a minute. And Jane Yolen is best known for doing a lot of YA and middle grade fantasy, as well as some adult fantasy. These are going to be the stories that were awarded and on the ballot last year. And so, so you have the short story nominees like A Fist of Permutations in Lightning and Wildflowers by Alyssa Wong, This Is Not a Wardrobe Door by Mark Stad, Our Talons Can Crush Galaxies by Brooke Bolander, and then the winner, Seasons of Glass and Iron by Amal Al-Matar. So you get the shortlisted stories and then the winner. The Long Fall Up by William Ledbetter won the Novelette Prize last year, and I never had gotten a chance to read it. I think, because I don't know where it was originally published. I could look it up. Yeah, it was published in FNSF, so only in print, and I don't think I had that actual issue where, with some of the, the online magazines, right? You can just go online and read them, but you can't really do that with a lot of the print magazines. And then, and then there is an excerpt from All the Birds in the Sky, which, of course, won Best Novel last year. And, and then they have an excerpt from Arabella of Mars, because that won the Andre Norton Award for YA. And so there you have it. So the 2018 Nebula Awards Showcase Anthology is out August the 7th, if you want to sample last year's Nebulas. How you doing, little guy? Do you want to, what do hippos eat anyway? Apart from, tourists. Okay, well, if you get hungry, let me know. All right, this is something from the Hachette Group. Okay, really excited about this. This is Adrift. This is a book by Rob Bufford, which comes out tomorrow from Orbit. And as of this recording, I can tell you I've been reading this book. My review for it might very well be up on the channel by the time you actually see this. But this book is completely rocking my world. This is fantastic. This is about a group of tourists, space tourists on a little tour shuttle, who have a very, very bad day. Just going to say that. 5th of June. Why was I thinking tomorrow? Tomorrow's not the 5th of June, Thomas. Good Lord, what's wrong with you? All right, anyway, Terrific book, and watch for my review. And next up, I have what feels like a hardcover from HarperCollins. So, oh, I bet I know what this might be. Yes, I thought so. This is King of Ashes, the finished copy in hardcover. The author is Raymond E. Feist, and this is Ray Feist's first epic fantasy in quite a few years, 5 years at least. Yeah, he finished the Rift War cycle, is his big saga that he's best known for, and this comes out, as I said, tomorrow from Harper Voyager. Welcome to the world of Garn, where for centuries the 5 greatest kingdoms of North and South Tembria have coexisted in harmony. However, the balance of power is destroyed when 4 of the kingdoms violate an ancient covenant of peace and turn against the 5th. This fallen empire is Ithrace, the Kingdom of Flames, ruled by Steverin Langine, known as the Fire Mane, for his brilliant red hair. Well, there you go. If you have hair that everyone else is jealous of, they're going to invade you, all right? As war engulfs the world, Ithrace is destroyed and the greater realms of Tembria are thrust into a dangerous struggle for supremacy. Rumor of a surviving infant heir to the Ithracian throne haunts the remaining kingdoms whose people fear the day he will return to avenge his murdered family. The orphan is found by Freelord Baron Dalen Dumac, who owes allegiance to no king. A cunning and patient man, Dalen decides to keep the baby's existence a secret and sends him to be raised on the island of Koltachin, home of the so-called Kingdom of Night, where legendary assassins and spies are trained. Okay. Years later, another orphan of mysterious provenance, a young man named Declan, earns his master's rank as a weapons maker. Blessed with intelligence and skill, he unlocks the secret of forging King's Steel, the apex of a weapon makers known by very few. Yet this precious knowledge is also deadly, and Declan is forced to leave his home to safeguard his life. Arriving in Lord Dalen's provinces, he has found a haven in which he can start anew. Soon, the 2 young men, an unknowing rightful heir to a throne and a brilliantly talented young swordsmith, will discover that their fates and that of Garn are entwined in King of Ashes by Raymond E. Feist. First story in a brand new world, the Firemane Saga, out tomorrow. All right, getting a little further down the stack. This is one from Random Penguin. All right, well, this is one I wasn't expecting. This is a new book by John Varley. Interesting. It's called Irontown Blues. It comes out on August the 28th, and it is set in the universe of his award-winning 8 Worlds novels. And apparently he hasn't published anything in that series since 1998. Okay. Well, let's see. Irontown Blues is a seamless and irresistible mashup of science fiction and noir. It follows Christopher Bach, a private detective on a moon colony who takes the case of a woman involuntarily infected with an engineered virus. With the help of his sidekick, a hilarious and lovable genetically altered canine, Bach will begin a thrilling hunt for the biohackers who have created this deadly new disease. All right. Irontown Blues. This comes out. Doesn't necessarily sound like the most original thing in the whole galaxy, but as escapism could work, and it comes out August the 28th, like I said, from Ace Books. Let me know in the comments. But I don't have any grass shoots. Why would I have grass? Oh, do I look like I have grass? Why would I have that? Why would you even eat that? We should get a pizza sometime. Okay, we'll talk about it later. This is also from Prometheus Books, a new Pyre title. Let's see. Aha, okay then, keeping up with the whole concept of cyberpunk noir, this is the finished copy of Blood Orbit, which you might have remembered I got the arc of a few weeks back. This is by K.R. Richardson, which is the pseudonym for Kat Richardson, who is best known for having done urban fantasy. She's now moved into this kind of cyberpunky thing. This is, let's see, coming out again, another one out tomorrow. And I have actually been hearing some good early buzz about this, so, Eric Matheson, an idealistic rookie cop trying to break from his powerful family, is plunged into the investigation of a brutal crime in his first weeks on the job in Angra d'Astralis, the corrupt capital city of the corporate-owned planet Gattis. A newcomer to the planet, Matheson is unaware of the danger he's courting when he's promoted in the field to assist the controversial Chief Investigating Forensic Officer, Inspector J.P. Dalal, the planet's first cybernetically enhanced investigator. Coming from a despised ethnic underclass, the brilliant and secretive Dalal seems determined to unravel the crime regardless of the consequences. The deeper they dig, the more dangerous the investigation becomes. But in a system where the cops enforce corporate will instead of the law, the solution could expose Gattis' most shocking secrets and cost thousands of lives, including Matheson's and Dalal's. Okay then, so Blood Orbit from Pyre Books coming out tomorrow. Let me know in the comments. And for this week's final package, we have this nice chunky one from HarperCollins, which feels like it has, wow, could have as many as 3 items in it. Wow. Winding up with a bang. All right, this is really great. This is The Queen of Sorrow by Sarah Beth Durst, and it is the final volume in hardcover at last of her trilogy, The Queens of Renthea, Queen of Sorrow. And this comes out May the 15th. And some folks that I know who have read the first couple really like them. And speaking of the first couple, even though I already have them, I have them as hardcovers and as arcs and what have you, they went ahead, and just to make sure I was covered, and sent me the first 2 volumes in mass market. So Queen of Blood and Reluctant Queen, and now, of course, Queen of Sorrow on the 15th of May. And there you have it, everybody. That is it. Quite an exciting mailbag for the first Monday in May. You know the drill. Light up those comments. Let me know which of all these looks most interesting and exciting to you, which you want me to prioritize for review. And otherwise, if you enjoyed watching, please leave a like, share the video far and wide with all your SF reading friends, and above all, please subscribe. If you have not done so, that is how the channel grows. You can also support SFF180 at my TeePublic store and at my Patreon, where recruits into Wink's Army get little perks like getting to see some of these videos early. And I want to thank them for all of their amazing added support. It's basically through my Patreon that I'm able to do things like pay for these amazing thumbnails that Matt Olson does for me. So thank you very much for helping out with that. I want to thank the rest of you for being awesome and incredible viewers. And until I see you all next time, happy reading. There is a place in town where they have calzones, but they're vegan, I think. I mean, I can call and check. Yeah, well, I don't know if they have grass shoots, but they probably have, I don't know, kale. Do hippos eat kale? Do you like kale?